Last time I was here, I talked to him quite a lot about his relationships with his staff and his management style, and he promised me he was going to address quite a few issues. He obviously hasn't done that, and so now I'm going to have to wade in.
Alex wants Joe to improve on communication with his team. Currently, staff get information from a reception diary, but Alex wants to introduce a new chart-based system to keep each department up to date.
I always start off my week when I'm running a hotel with looking ahead at the diary and doing a little
When do you finish your week?
Well, I do a check every day. 7-day-a-week business, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I do usually a little chart, which I then update every day as to covers that I have booked, lunch and dinner every day, and rooms that I have out. So why don't we do that together?
OK, if you'd like to do that, yeah.
Well, how do you start your week? What do you do?
Well, obviously, we refer to the diary, see what bookings we've got in and how many rooms
It's
there are.
the thing of the flow of information, darling, that everyone knows exactly which areas of the hotel are busy, which areas aren't.
Well, obviously, it's black and white. The chefs come and check the diary to see what they have to do for that week and for that day, and the same with the maids.
Frustratingly for Alex, her words don't seem to be getting through.
OK, well, I just think I'm just going to let you do it exactly as you've been doing it until now, because obviously you've been doing such a fucking amazing job that you don't need any help at all from me. You know, why don't you just give it...
Well, I'll tell you... What are you trying to say, darling?
Because I'm just saying...
answering what you're saying.
No, I am saying that it is helpful to have on a chart for a week and some idea of when you're busy, when you're not. Of course, they can come and check the diary 6 times a day. I suggest that it's quite useful for people to know in advance how busy they're going to be and when they're going to be busy. It is just quite standard.
Of course they know that, because they have the diary, so they refer to.
I don't think that it's very good that staff have to keep coming back to a book to find out for themselves what is happening ahead. He should be communicating that to them. He should be in charge of the situation. Why would he not want to tell people what they should be concentrating on? Instead, he just leaves it all up to them. And that's why various aspects of this business are run so badly.
It's black and white there. Black and white there. I don't know what she's getting on.
You just said I don't see the point of that. They can come and look in the book.
Why should I do? What did you suggest I should do?
Or do a little chart for yourself about who covers morning and evening and rooms that are let, so that you can communicate to staff rather than them having to come and find out information from you, so that you're communicating to them, right, so that you're being a manager and handing down the information. OK. Right, so...
After a quick lesson in the importance of clear communication...
You can basically understand what I'm trying to do is build up a picture of the week, so especially
we'll look at
a glance.
OK, we'll crack on with that.
Alex calls the staff together to demonstrate the benefits of regular meetings.
Welcome to what I hope will be the first of many staff meetings that Joe's going to hold. I think it's very important that there's a flow of communication. This is a small business, and the more information you have, the better you are at going out and selling the place for Joe. Correct?
Correct.
Is there anything that you would like to have in staff meetings?
No, just all sitting around a table, I think, is getting the ball rolling in the right direction. So I think that in itself is all we need, really.
Sometimes if there's a couple of you on, sometimes it can be a bit wishy-washy and no one's quite sure what they're meant to be doing. So for someone to say, that's what you should be doing, to just get on with it, I think that would help.
So, Joe, I'm going to hold you to this. You've got a few weeks until my next visit, and I expect a staff meeting every week, darling, please. Yeah?
Yep.
Thank you very much.
It appears Joe may be growing into his role as manager.
Of course it's important, because everything starts from the top down. If you've got, or from the roots up or whatever, so if you've got bad roots, you're not going to have lovely flowers, are you?
A few weeks later, Alex's team begin work, transforming the North Suite.
The North Suite was the slightly eastern, sort of Arabic, passage to India kind of wafting. That's the idea I had when I made it, so I don't know if they're carrying that theme through or not. Hope so.
They're using environmentally friendly paint, organic linens, and adding energy-efficient touches.
Hello, Hill House.
Meanwhile, Duncan is making some reluctant concessions.
£3.
First, the finances.
Extra. I need to work out the money side of things, so I am going to cost things out. If anything, just to shut her up. Yeah.
Then, the cobweb.
It's part of the new ethos of the Hill House. There's going to be no spiders' webs here, no spiders. Sorry, spiders, you've got to go. Alex says so. 9 years to build, 9 seconds to destroy.
Two weeks later, and Alex is back to see if Duncan has finally come round to her way of thinking.
Duncan! Hello. This looks nice.
Hi there. Oh, yeah. Give it a lick of paint.
How are you?
Yes. Oh, very well, thanks. Very well, yeah.
What other changes are there? Pricing structure, any changes, any movement there?
Yeah, as instructed, I put the prices up. We're now 39 and 34.
And costings?
Yes, I costed the supper and I put the supper price up. Well, it was 15, I put up to 21.
Very good. Bar, how's that looking?
Oh, it's de-webbed.
Oh,
yeah.
de-webbed,
Oh,
that's
it's been
right.
de-webbed, yes, yes.
And
yeah.
the suite?
The suite's a nightmare.
In an effort to boost the Hill House's green appeal and attract a less niche clientele, Alex's team have taken the North Suite, with its dusty clutter and Eastern vibe, and created a bright, clean and environmentally aware sleeping space. Gone is its leaking and dated wooden bathroom, replaced by a functional and elegantly stylish suite.
Good. It is much plainer than it was before.
Yes.
Do you not like it?
I don't like the style, no.
What do you think the style is?
Spanish 2-star hotel, Lorette de Mar.
What makes it seaside 2-star hotel in Spain look for you?
The shower curtain drapes, the lack of any kind of hanging around the bed. I'm astonished that you fundamentally misunderstand what we do here at Hill House, our weekend trade. You just don't get it. People come all the way from London on a Friday night, the traffic, through the snow and the rain, to come here to chill out for a weekend in front of a cosy fire, not on a hard mat floor, in a Lloyd Loom upright chair. This isn't what we do. This isn't what we're about.
Okay, and I'm fundamentally astonished by A, how incredibly rude you are by not saying to me, thank you very much for sorting out my manky bathroom and making this look clean and neat and tidy. I don't believe that anyone could say that this is worse than you had before. It might not be to your taste, but then add the sodding drapes, bring back the old-fashioned chairs, put in what you like, darling. All I've done is given you a nice clean room because we know that some people like you, but it's not enough to make your business work. So what I'm trying to do is open it up to a new market who actually might think that it's quite nice to come into a clean, airy, nice room that isn't covered with bits of odds and sods and tat.
This is nasty, cheap, low quality, 2-star Lorette de Mar. This isn't what we do at the Hill House. The crappy little Lloyd Loom
Bring
chairs.
in your other chairs, though. But
okay.
John, why is that so difficult?
Okay, well, I'm going to.
Just bring in what you want to bring in. You know, I would like him to try and see outside his spectrum and realise that actually there are markets that he's not tapping into. But unless he's willing to give it a go, then what's the point? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Believe you me, that's how I feel about Duncan at the moment.
Some of the stuff she said sensible, and the sensible things she said I've done. Well, I'm not grateful. Sorry.
With Joseph seemingly reluctant to accept her criticism, Alex returns to her room to see if she's alone in her dissatisfaction.
OK, so the reception area is ghastly. The carpets all over have never been cleaned. Well, I concur with that idea, absolutely. Possibly the worst hotel ever. Of the reviews, 70% do not recommend the Astor. 17 reviews were terrible and only 4 were excellent.
The bad reviews could be catastrophic. New guests frequently check review sites before booking an independent hotel. So what does Joseph make of the Astor's critics?
OK, so, urgently needs the help of the hotel inspector. And I didn't post that, I promise you. The carpets all over have never been cleaned. No help in showing the room.
That's impossible.
But I found dirty carpets, darling.
No, not like in this section.
I know, but listen, listen. Don't be defensive. I'm not trying to make you or your hotel or anything else look bad.
But bear in mind, I'm very active in the city and I have upset a lot of bad people. There are things that is going to make my hotel look like a...
no, it isn't going to make...
I'm not going to allow that. I don't even want to talk about that because that is nonsense. That is absolute nonsense.
Well, I know, but you're living in a fancy world.
Joseph claims that several of the complaints aren't real. But bogus or not, the poor reviews will still put off potential guests.
Listen to me, please.
I am, of course, yeah.
No, you're not, because you're completely missing the point. In modern times, before someone books a hotel, they go and look up something like TripAdvisor.
Okay, yes.
And this is the impression they're getting of your hotel, okay?
Yeah.
Fine.
My apologies, yes.
Every single one of these comments here can be replied to, so you have a right to reply.
Right.
And I'm saying you're missing a trick by not replying to these and making sure that you put your side of the story.
Okay, yes. Now it sounds brilliant.
Alex also asked Joseph to respond calmly and professionally to the Astor's many damaging online guest reviews.
So, what have you written back? Websites such as this one are great news for passing the words of mouth faster and to a wide audience, but unfortunately it seems to be used for settling personal issues. Hoping this message will help the users to read between the lines and judge for themselves. So now I'm interested why you wrote like that. You haven't given any information apart from the fact that you feel like this is a personal attack.
That is a campaign, definitely. That is personal, and I know you said...
Why do you think it's...
I know, I
think you're bonkers when... This is somewhere where I think you're delusional.
Those comments, they mean nothing to me because I know that is just not... This is my livelihood. Every guest is like a family here, so I take it, of course I take it.
Well, every guest except a guest who's unhappy and makes an unjustifiable comment.
No, I'm not saying all of it. It's 4 of them definitely is personal. It's just impossible.
Wake up, hello.
Yeah.
Hotel is personal, but this is a business. This is what I keep saying.
Joseph is convinced he's the victim of a campaign, but his emotional response to the review could do more harm than good.
You must try and remove the very personal, that knee-jerk reaction of yours.
Okay, I'm afraid we disagree on this one.
Well,
I think we should just leave this bit because we are not going to get anywhere with it.
There's some things that I simply cannot get through to him about. It's like a waltz. There's 1 step forwards, 2 steps sideways, 1 step back. I don't think he really understands the steps necessary to make this place busier, functioning better as a hotel.
With just 3 weeks left before Andrew's star rating assessment, the hotel inspector's back in Blackpool to check he's ready.
Last time I was here, Andrew promised me he was going to get masses done to his B&B in order to achieve the star rating that he's so desperate for. I'm very conscious that this is my last chance to whip Andrew into shape, and I hope he shares my sense of urgency and my sense that time is ticking away.
But it looks as though her hopes of a sea change by the seaside are soon dashed.
Great. Well, he's painted the old sign over. It's now a really unattractive red. But there is still no new name here. So it's neither the New Lingarth nor Bentley's. It's just a blot on the landscape, actually. It's got no number. How are people supposed to find it, even? How do people look it up on the internet? How does he have guests come and stay here? If he can't even get the signage done, I dread to think how little he's done indoors. Hi.
Hello, Alex.
How are you?
Very good indeed. And you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Tell me why you don't have a name outside.
I do, just on the side of the door there.
And no, why you've painted over the New Lingarth, but you don't have a Bentley's sign up yet.
I've got the logo,
Yep.
which I don't like.
Right.
I don't want to put up a sign at this particular stage and then think to myself, it's a wrong thing, or I should have had it done this way, I should have had it done that way. The final pieces, like the sign, is just a little email to say, yes, I accept this design, I accept that design. It's literally a 2-minute job.
I find it very hard to work with someone who keeps telling me that they're going to do X, Y and Z and then not only doesn't do it, but changes their mind about the value of doing anything. It makes me feel slightly depressed and slightly as if I'm not quite sure what the point was to me having come. All right, I'll get myself sorted out.
Okay. I'll give you a moment.
You know, I feel like I'm living in a parallel reality. He keeps telling me how busy he is and why he's accomplished so little in these 6 weeks that I haven't seen him. At the same time, however, he has the gall to tell me that all it will take is one email or one phone call. And why doesn't he fucking make it?
I think what Alex has to realise is that everything is set in stone at the moment. And also there is a lot of work which I don't actually think that Alex realises has been done in the background.
It's not just the lack of headway with the B&B that's frustrating Alex. It seems Andrew is also yet to upgrade his own image. And the tracky bottoms remain.
Just the fact that he looks like that is immensely depressing to me. And it certainly isn't a look that I would particularly associate with a 3-star bed and breakfast.
Having scrutinised every corner of the establishment, Alex finds John to dish the dirt.
You know, Di, I'm not easily shocked, but just the general disorder around the place, I am pretty shocked at. Every single room I went round was not cleaned properly.
Okay.
And I know about the financial side of things.
That costs nothing. So I've got no defence with that, no. Alex. I'll let you have that one.
Next, Alex wants John to blitz the bedroom's bizarre bric-a-brac.
You've got small rooms and you clutter them up with loads of shite. I think that's something that we could immediately address.
Okay, and what would you put in there then?
Well, just keep them absolutely plain and functional.
Really?
Yes.
But would that then not lose its character?
What character? What you need is as few things as possible to gather dust, and what you're offering is a functional space.
Alex also wants to improve the breakfast area to create a more appealing, multifunctional room she hopes might attract a new type of customer.
Yeah, that breakfast room, what I think is it's just not somewhere that yodels to you to enter its portals.
But the hotel inspector's unique brand of tough love might be beginning to take its toll on John.
Trying to attract new clientele, I think, is very important. So, I need to make it nice enough in here to attract other people.
What are you going to try that I haven't tried?
Well, I'm going to try and make it a bit nicer. I don't think people want to necessarily come and sit at a bar with lots of men around it, whereas they might come and sit...
You're very anti-men, Alex.
I'm not at all anti-men.
I do appreciate what you're saying. That is not lady-friendly. You know,
but
so
also,
how do we get over that?
Okay,
Alex?
well, I'm going to get over it. I'm going to
try. Okay, let's see you do that.
Okay, because I want to try and make over
and
a
I
bit.
wish you every success with that one. Okay.
Fine.
Alex's scepticism proves justified the moment she sets foot in the breakfast room.
There's a real stench of food in here.
Unfortunately, where our core business is contractors, we've got some which have been working nights last night, and they come in at 6 o'clock in the morning and they seem to be having their tea.
I just can't understand why at 10:30 in the morning no one's thought to clear those plates.
Yep.
Assuming that someone wants to get up and have breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Okay.
They then come down.
Yeah, okay. You finish.
Thank you. They come down to the curry, the old curry dishes.
That's
in
correct.
Front of them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the cleaner puts this at the bottom of her list, at the end of her list, and it shouldn't be.
I know,
I try explaining
this is your place. God, I'm already frustrated. I've been through the door 10 minutes and you've already started. I told the cleaner and she just won't do it.
The Philo's cleaners say that John has never given them a proper cleaning regime to follow. Alex is ready to prove a point with the appliance of science, a dirt detector that measures the effectiveness of housekeeping.
If John is ever going to make the Philo more than a doss house, he has got to make sure that he raises the standards. That simple. The industry rule is that anything over 1,000 is unacceptable.
Okay.
1,731, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
We failed.
And I want to force him to acknowledge that things should be done better.
But could the first in, last out be cleaner than Alex thinks?
Get in there, get in there. Sorry, all apologies accepted.
John's sense of triumph, however, is very short-lived.
Be confident, Barry, be confident. She's not right every time.
3,299.
But she's now in a game.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't see where we're going with that.
Well, I'm
Testing a
just
bloody
saying,
sofa.
Well, I'm saying that the reason that one has leather is because one can clean it. OK, well, why don't we do one last thing, which I think you will agree, maybe. Let's try the sink in the bar, shall we? $74,000. I'm amazed.
Well, tell me, if fucking staff I've had sat around here paying them and they can't even be fucking asked to do that.
But you've got to tell them to do
I'll tell them,
things,
Alex,
and
I'll
you've
tell
got
them.
to show
I'll tell
them
them.
how to
I'll
do
tell them.
things.
How can I
This is
show
what-
someone to clean a sink?
Well, do you know how? That's why you can't show.
Why should I be showing them and telling them?
Well, because this is your place. That's your job.
It pisses me off, you know? I'm almost frustrated with myself as I am with them, you know, but my time spending sort of keeping the company going or, you know, the business going, it's just pathetic when I have to keep coming back to crap like that.
He's got a lot of pressure on his plate, that's not an excuse. Of course, on my side, I am also responsible for the outrageous readings because I work behind the bar as well, as well as everybody else.
I'm bored of John casting all responsibility onto everyone else's shoulders. Ultimately, this is his establishment. He is the one who's responsible for it. Things here need to be cleaner.